Pocket Jesus.
The saxophone weeps a lonely blues down on a street with nothing to lose. Saw a flash of fangs in the alley's grind. Someone's running out of precious time. There's a heavy breathing neath your bed, filled with all the things your mama dreads. She says it sleeps, but the fear is deep, and we're the only promise they can keep. Hear the call cut through the smoky blue. Hooty, hooty, hoo, when the darkness comes.
What? I thought I had time to groom a little bit. What the hell?
I'm telling you.
Play with Pocket Jesus.
Look, she picks her nose backstage and puts us on live. What the hell?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You know, that's what it is. I had one more cookie left, but y'all just have to watch me eat it.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all. Pocket. Somebody else had some of those. I cannot remember, and that's what they were calling them, Pocket Jesus.
I dropped it. Said, everybody needs a little Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
I dropped him.
Uh-oh.
Well, hey, everybody. Thank you guys for being here on our very first actual channel, I guess, of our own Night Owls.
If I leave, I'm going to the bathroom or getting more beer, so I'm relaxing.
Planned or almost planned.
And Billy, Chad, Bobby, Leanne, Katie, Wendell.
Yeah.
Wendell, share the show, please.
Cat.
Yeah, Wendell. Wendell, check out
Joe.
Missy Hot.
Yeah, what kind of hat does
Bobby,
Misty got on?
Robert. Hey, guys. Here.
Give everybody a blue wrench.
No doubt.
Free wrenches. Be like Oprah had cars. You get a car, you get a car.
No doubt. But now the tax will eat you alive.
Who's is
Hey,
Yarrington in here?
not bad. I don't think so. I ain't seen him, but we got 33 people in here for our first show. That's not bad.
No.
Is this the first one?
Bad at all.
Well, we had
done,
that run and go. We had a little run and go here a couple of weeks ago.
Little test run because we was having so much trouble out of getting everything set up, but we still had Pat and Crystal and several others in there that night.
Yeah, yeah.
Hillary, I don't think they make a blue hammer.
I sent Hillary a link a while ago.
Get Hillary in
If
here.
you guys missed that or didn't catch all of it, go back and watch the Woodwalkers today. It was a really good show.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I sent Hillary a link. I ain't heard nothing from her. She could jump right in here with us. I sent PJ one too. They was, we're just gonna load it down here on the maiden voyage.
The blue hammer store. Me and Greg know we actually know where that's at.
Yes, we do.
If they don't have it, nobody else has it. So
That's exactly right.
So,
Man,
what have y'all been doing all weekend?
man,
Did you go do anything?
I loafed around yesterday. What'd you do, Roger?
Not a whole lot. We carried off some bushes we cut finally after, it's not 180 degrees out here. Well, let me back up. Heather cut most of them, but we got out there dropping them on her parents' land, and we got growled at. And I don't know. It could have been a mountain lion or something, but it was deep. She heard it first, and she said, "Did you hear that?" I heard a little bit, and then it happened again. So who knows? But for y'all that saw my post on Facebook, there's the country ham I found, and it smells crazy good. So
Yeah. How many birthdays has this ham had?
it's depending on when it was made. They usually probably let them go at a year old.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it's at least 5 years old, maybe 6.
Oh, it's just got It's just
right.
got rock, man.
I
Yeah,
know.
it's ready to roll. I told you need to roll that around. I think that thing's name was Fred. I bet you it's got Fred wrote on the wrapper
I didn't.
somewhere.
It might have a tattoo or something on the skin. I'll have to look at it when I
Yeah,
open it.
yeah.
Well, what did Ray Stevens say? He didn't have a heart to eat him all at once, so he had a peg
I
leg.
remember.
Yeah.
Keep bringing it up. Who
What
all's
me?
in
I
here?
almost
Y'all, I'm
remember
outside
something.
in the greenhouse trying to do this, and I think my internet's.
Are you outside?
She's inside outside.
Hold on, I'm gonna turn this light
Yeah, I'm
off.
in the greenhouse.
Yeah, my pupils are slammed shut. I
My
couldn't.
internet's kind of in and out, I guess, where because it was fine earlier, but
Well, I mean, so far I can't tell anything
I'll
wrong with
swap it over. It's,
Sound fine. Now you don't. What'd you
well,
do?
it's not glitching on your end.
Nope.
Oh wait, look who's here.
Oh
Aha.
Lord.
Aha. I thought uh-oh.
Let me take that off your face.
I thought I was gonna have to double dog dare to get her in here.
Oh Lord, I was in my pajamas and everything.
She had her super girl jammies on.
Yeah, my cape and everything.
Man, you need some of them underoos. Remember when I had the underoos?
Yeah, yeah.
Had the feet in them.
Was that Spider Man or Strawberry Shortcake? I didn't have either one, but
Man, I had some Spider-Man underoos when I was a kid. They lasted about a week. I wore the feet off of them.
oh man. Oh, what'd you do?
I don't know. Hey, I don't know. There he is.
Hang on. I'm trying to figure this out. I'm trying to get that off PJ's face.
She's pushing
Oh
buttons.
wait, hold on. I think I found it. Maybe.
Yeah. Nope, there it is back.
I don't know. I thought I did.
So is Wendell
Oh
here?
wait, hold on. I did find it. I'm telling my computer's lagging. It's like hold on. There we go.
Wendell was in here. Well, no, has he been in here?
I don't know. Misty wore his hat, and he's not even in here.
Mm-mm.
It was.
I don't know.
For underoos, just tidy whities.
There's Barry Brown and done showed up. Robert.
Where?
I said there's Barry was in here.
Oh, I thought he was in here.
No. I just seen him in chat.
I'm telling you, I don't know why it's not. Y'all apparently can't see what I'm seeing because I'm only seeing everybody buffering. Like, and when I click something, it's not working half the time. So I guess you guys are not seeing it that way.
I can't tell if you've missed a beat.
No,
Look there, I'm gonna cheat. I went on my phone right here, and I went ahead and hit the like button. Watch me go. I'll show them.
But I can't hardly see what. I just see PJ. Is somebody saying something?
Oh, yep. Hold on.
I'm having to use my phone, so
That's me too.
yeah.
I don't know what the difference is. Sometimes I can see the chat, like I can now. I turned it this way, and there's actual comments and chat. So, but a lot of times it's not.
Mm-hmm.
It confuses me on why sometimes it is there and sometimes not. Let's see.
Yeah.
Not Joe. So
I'm hopping. There we go. Yep.
I was like, where? How did that?
Hey,
Uh-oh.
Did-
I
did
gave
y'all-
Greg power. Look out.
Hey, I'm telling you. Look at there. Look here. Look. I might not
Did y'all talk
Hey,
about the conference at all? Any?
Do what?
Did y'all talk about the conference at all? Any?
Some.
I mean,
Okay.
but we can talk about the conference.
We'll talk about anything you want to talk about. I actually made a post earlier on the Woodwalkers and was asking what, people wanted to, what kind of topics or whatever. Because, I mean, I know we never stay on track, but it's nice to always go into something and at least think that you're kind of prepared.
Right. Well,
Even though we
they can
never are.
make suggestions in chat too. Or PJ, what
Yeah,
do you want to
there
talk
were
about?
some really good ones though that I'm wanting to really do for the next upcoming shows.
There he is.
Hey, Wendell, look here.
Little brother trucker wasn't. Yep.
How's things over in Arkansas? Is it good? It
Man,
cooled down here, thank goodness.
there's our Northern California Cubs.
Uh oh. It's finally cooling off, but man, I tell you what, activity's been crazy.
Oh, really?
Yes.
What all y'all had going on, PJ?
Oh, well, a lot of knocks, and I just had earlier. I was walking up to the house and had grunts coming from the woods. I was like, oh boy. But stuff being throwed, just crazy stuff.
Yeah, man.
So does it I probably asked you this before, but does it ramp up like as it cools off like some places?
It has here. It has this year. Last year it was kind of active the whole time, but it has really gotten crazy the last, I don't know, month and a half.
Well, I know the pictures you posted of the sun rays coming through is pretty cool. That's hard to catch.
Yeah. I take those pictures when I go pick up my grandson every morning. I see those on the road and I stop and have to take a picture. So.
Oh yeah, you have to. Record low last night, and may do it again tonight. I might sleep outside.
Man, they're saying here like Wednesday night's gonna be like 53 degrees.
Oh my, yes. Jeffrey, you missed me showing the ham off.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it again.
Jeff could have looked at that and he could have told us that pig's name.
Yeah. 102 today, 104 yesterday. Wow.
Lord.
Spencer J. Come on in here, Spencer J.
How about that?
We ain't got started yet.
But said he wouldn't come on. I see how it is.
He's done got his underoos on.
We done yours today.
Yeah.
He's got his underoos on. He's ready for bed.
Chad, you better behave. You're the one that has to straighten up.
Well,
oh my God!
Thank you guys really for being here. Even Spencer, I guess.
Yes.
Spencer,
he was pretty rough on you today. He was telling old boy not to encourage you in any way, shape, form, or fashion.
He was mean. What? That's what I told him. I said, you just don't want to share me with nobody.
That's exactly right.
He was mean.
I got really tired. I was watching it and it was such a good show. And I had to go in there. I took a nap and I got up and Heather was telling me what happened after I left. She stayed and watched it. She don't usually stay and watch stuff, but
yeah,
he was a good guest. Well, if you're going to bed, good night, Spencer.
It's 11 o'clock over there. What are you doing still up?
Oh damn. He's got that Amish burner phone.
So, Chad, do you want a link? Do you guys want a link? Anybody else want a link? I'm not doing an open link. I'm sorry. I'm not. I've learned from everybody else. I'm not doing that.
No.
Yeah, we don't need no legs flopping through.
No, I got a good Gary story.
If by chance he sees this, though, you are invited to come on one day.
Oh my God. He's got questions.
Yeah.
They're not really so much for her, they're for Hillary.
I think y'all need to have Hillary and Leanne on together.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
Hang on.
I thought, like I said, I did. I sent Hillary a link. I don't know if she got it, but I sent it.
She's scared.
He can come
a ladies only show.
Only show.
I'll leave.
Yeah. Hillary, I identified as a lesbian one time.
Y'all keep talking. Hang on. I'm going to send Jeff a link.
She got to get her glasses. Hillary, what you getting? We started talking about old crab legs, and Hillary getting her glasses, bifocals. Get them trifocals ready. Yeah, we can do some good focus.
Magnifying glass, everything.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Jeweler's loot. Yeah.
Yeah. She'll be coming through the living room on them old Coke glasses. What you gonna do with that? I hold that glass up here and magnify. Oh. Oh man.
Where did Misty go?
I'm trying to send a link, and I don't. Oh, hang on. I'm working on it.
See you, Spencer.
Yeah.
Good night, Spencer.
See you, Spencer. Oh my gosh.
I need a
I
phone
sent you a
holder.
link anyways, just saying.
We get Milkman on here, we'll get it wound up. Look, we got to keep him awake, y'all. No snoring. I don't know. Yeah, we before he comes on, we'll make him rub some peanut butter on both his feet. That way the dogs sit there and lick them, keep him tickled.
Oh my God.
Oh.
What y'all want to talk about?
We could do it like a raffle and let people pick spots on exactly what minute Jeff's gonna go snoring.
Oh yeah, yep. Y'all, I figured it out. I never need to talk to Greg on the phone while I'm in the truck.
Oh no.
What?
Yeah, another deer.
there were 3 deer about the size of chihuahuas, and I saw them. We were in the middle of town, and Heather's like, "Oh," and I was on the phone with Greg, and I'm like, "Don't do it, don't do it."
Oh my gosh.
Oh man, and one of them almost did it, but
Yeah, I was going run deer. Y'all don't know what y'all doing.
Jeff, I don't know what your email is.
The Mighty Milkman.
Hang on.
baconinthewind@gmail.com.
Yes. Yes.
Nail.
Yeah, nail.
The bad part, I knew exactly what she was saying, and I didn't even like. And Spencer, I guess he's up north, so he didn't know, the different pronunciation of the same word.
They already found that old gal, some dude named Hammer, to marry.
What?
I said that old gal Nail, she should have found some dude named Hammer.
Yeah, I didn't. I'm sorry, I was reading chat.
Yeah.
Has the Bigfoot numbers, population.
Oh.
Hang on, Jeff. I'm trying to figure out how to get to the email. Hold
Larry
on.
says, "Have you all seen any knock deer yet?" But no, I had a conversation the other night with Doug and Ashley, which Ashley has, and then Doug says he's seen a couple. So I don't know. I don't know what in the world.
If I see some knot deer, it's gonna be open season on them bitches.
I have no idea, y'all. This stuff gets weirder and weirder all the time.
Yeah.
But some of the stuff I thought was weird early on has now become, like 98% possible. So
Taboo turned into topic, didn't it?
yeah. PJ, have you ever seen anything like weird, like, I guess Bigfoot's not weird to us now, but anything strange that you have never told anybody?
I mean, I've seen like the orbs, the lights. I guess the weirdest thing though, which it was Bigfoot, but was watching it move. Me and Greg talked about that. Greg can describe it better than I can. But
PJ, that really it's hard to even put into words how they can move.
I know. You can't describe it. Really. But you described it really good that day when we were talking. So
I mean it's almost like when they start, it's like a glitch.
Yes.
I mean, they'll start off, and it's like they go from totally still
Mm-hmm.
to moving like at a speed you can't even explain.
Yeah,
It's like you blink, and it's like there's no way anything. What it reminds me of, no, Roger, is them old creepy movie where it had that like a demon or whatever possessed something in the hallway, and it's like the
Yeah.
light blinks, and it's like moved like a third of the way, and it blinks again, it's moved again. That's how it, like that.
exactly.
No joke. That's how it takes off.
Yes.
And that I've tried to tell people, like, look, till you see one of these things standing still and then take off, you can't explain it to anybody.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. And I know the thing that I couldn't see that day that was about 70 yards away made up 50 yards in a split second. There's either two of them, but I don't understand how I couldn't even move a half an inch without the leaves. They were so dry, and the whole floor was like that. And for something to make up that distance is one thing, but it made that distance up in a half a second, and then I couldn't see it or hear it. As far I couldn't hear the walking, but I y'all, I mean, when we hear people talking about strange stuff, I always go back to things like that, and I just
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I probably don't want to find out, but it just leads to 100 more questions.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that
Yep, man. Well, another thing, Greg, you said you saw the thing take off running. It was straight backed, and it's almost like Scooby Doo taking off, but it was running.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, that we better not tell that one.
No, I haven't even heard it yet,
Hey,
y'all.
I've been trying to get that story out of him, and he won't do it until I come to see him.
It
So
won't. It
Oh,
won't even
look,
tell it
y'all.
privately in a video conference call.
Oh, it's look, y'all. I'm telling you, it's a medical procedure, but it's horrible. It was
No,
self-induced medical
stop,
procedure.
stop right there.
Yeah.
It's
It's bad. Look, when you
it's bad.
when you,
Man down is all I'm gonna say.
I told it one. I told it down there. Was with we was with LBL. Was it LBL? Wasn't we? I told it around the campfire that night, and I had like every grown man in the crowd was cringing and about to cut their thumb. It's bad. When I look, just trust me. Just trust me. And the people that's heard me tell this story, when I tell y'all I have a superhuman ability to withhandle like pain, trust me, I'm not lying. Because when you hear the story, you're gonna be like, oh my God.
Where's Billy at? Is he still down there?
Oh, Billy went home.
Did he go back home?
I think he's gone back home. I guess I messaged him. Me and him messaged him a while ago. But yeah, y'all look. I got
a weekend at Sherry and Jim's for Jim's 88th birthday, y'all. They brought him an awesome cake, cupcakes. I don't even think he knew what to think. That was the first birthday party he had ever had.
Really.
Wow.
Really.
I'm telling you, you should have seen the grin on his face.
Well, I
Wow.
was late coming in the chat room because I was talking to Dog, and I didn't realize that it was 10 past 11. Of course, you know how these Southern phone calls go, so it's.
Yeah, we'll let you by this time. You'll just have to write 5 summaries.
I just have to. If I'm talking to anybody from the South, it's a minimum of an hour. If I'm talking to somebody up here, I'm lucky if it lasts 15 minutes.
Yeah. Well, that's all. They got to hurry up and go piss somebody else off.
Well, Pat's allowed. Pat's technically, we consider him a Southerner because he's West Virginia.
Yeah. Oh, wait.
So for everybody, since I'm not on our regular channel, There is the new bear.
You got a bear in the living room?
I got 2 bears. I got one over there too. It's a rug.
Wow. He wears that as a cape every Wednesday night.
Yeah.
Now,
Ken, it's Ken's birthday, right?
Yeah, skinny, but
is.
skinny.
It sure
Yeah.
is. Happy birthday.
Happy
and
birthday,
Chad's
Ken.
birthday's coming up next month.
Who's this?
Chad.
Chad's awesome. Man. Yeah, heck, we got a bunch of stuff coming up next month, Misty. I know some people's got an anniversary.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Ain't your anniversary?
She said, "Who's that?"
Yeah, that's
Ain't
right.
That's if she unchains him from the radiator long enough to go to dinner.
No doubt. No doubt. She does that.
I can't
She-
I can't trust him in public yet.
Uh-uh.
Roger,
No.
when are we going to cut open that ham?
Another 5 years.
Roger's been licking the outside of it for 2
Yeah.
weeks.
He's trying to age it like a good bourbon so he can.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
The older it gets, the better it gets.
Yeah.
I'm ready. I got my knife ready.
Good dog.
It's going to take you half a day to cut it with that thing.
Shit, I
No doubt.
would never get through the skin on it. After when it's this old, I mean, you have to get I get a new blade for the what do you call the saws, the sawzall.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Man.
I've tried to cut them up with pocket knives or butcher knives before, and that you need a hammer.
Now, Misty, is y'all's anniversary the 6th or the 7th?
I think it's the 6th.
Oh my god!
Well, I can't remember if y'all's was the same day as mine and Wanda's or the day before, because ours is the 7th.
Yeah, ours is the 6th.
Mine
knew
doesn't
that. I was
count
just
anymore
kidding.
because I'm divorced.
Yeah. Well, Jeff, you're supposed to celebrate your divorce date, ain't you?
What?
I
didn't get divorced.
I believe
Oh,
it's-
Roger?
I believe my divorce date was June 21st of last year. So.
Wow.
Heather, when we were deciding what month we were going to get married, she
Which
decided
is
on.
funny because I think that's when my kid was born. Yeah, actually it was. I'm pretty sure I got divorced on my son's birthday.
Wow.
Birthday, son.
Yeah.
But he's
Damn.
7, and that was last year. So
Heather was like trying to settle on a month, like a date for us to get married, and I'm like, just pick a month. I'm trying to pick a month you ain't never had an anniversary in with another marriage. I'm like, oh, okay.
No doubt. If Roger gets divorced, he have to go out of state to get married again.
do you know how much hell I caught for getting married in October? Because all the old men were like, you're screwing up hunting season. I'm like,
Oh yeah.
it wasn't my idea. I wouldn't have advocated for this either, but I didn't have a choice.
You get married in October in the South, ain't nobody coming because there's SEC ball games, hunting season.
Yes,
It
sir.
was the middle of, so that week was the middle of black powder season in Maryland. And I had 2 best men because I couldn't decide between the 2 of them. So I had to use both of them. And because we've all been in the shit together for years.
You got to save one for next time. What are you doing?
Well,
That's what I'm talking about.
the other one needed moral support because he's a bit of a pansy. So I had to have the other one there to, And anyway.
Did you take him on honeymoon with you?
No.
Okay.
My buddy,
It's kind of like his kayak lifeguard.
his dad looks at me and goes, "Why the hell did you decide to do this during muzzleloader season?" I said,
Yeah.
"George, it wasn't my idea. I
Man.
would have done it in the middle of February if I could have gotten away with it."
Well, see, that was a red flag. You should have known.
Yeah, that's it.
My
It's
new
always
one's not,
training.
my new one's not in any hurry to get married, so I'm good with that.
Yeah.
She's
It's
also
always training season
she's
on our
also older and
anniversary.
she has more common sense.
When next time that happens, just hand the prospective one, like we have TWRA. You know, they have schedules like when each season starts, and then put yellow like no.
Well, it works out because she also understands that I'm an adult, and anyway, it's fall, and her son has.
Wait a minute. Does she know the zipline story?
She's heard rumors about it, but
Okay. I mean, you just wait till she gets all the information and then make a judgment.
well, I don't think she'd be surprised. But
I waited to tell Heather about all the orbs and ghosts and Bigfoots till about a year after we got married. So,
well, it's funny because I told her some of this stuff, and she's like, I really don't want you to tell me everything about it.
the milk.
And she'll go to. She doesn't want to know what's in the woods, and I start telling her some of these stories. She's like, "This is why I go to the beach." She's like, "You could go play Mountain Man. I'll go to the beach." I'm like, "All right."
There you go.
So, but she did go with me to that Forest County Festival up in the Allegheny National Forest this year. And we pulled in there to that one hotel, and she's like, "I'm glad it looked like this, because if it looked any creepier, I would have said we were going to fuck home." That's and she didn't have a problem telling you that either.
Hold on.
I said, we're in the middle of nowhere. There's only one stoplight in the entire town, and they only get it out for festivals. That's how small that town is.
That sounds like Roscoe P. Coltrane moving the damn stoplight around.
Yep, basically.
And the fire hydrants and crap.
Yeah. We were in the little the hotel / restaurant right there in town, and I'm talking to one of the old timers. He goes, "Yeah, they only ever get this light out for when there's like a big festival or something, and that's about right now. That's pretty much it." And
it's probably antique worth more than never mind.
Yeah, that's when Mary Fabian was supposed to be up there, but once again, this year's just been bad luck for me getting to meet her. I've been to 2 places she was supposed to be at, and she was sick for both of them.
Jeffrey, let me tell you what to do. Just don't tell her you're going to show up. I guarantee she'll be there hiding from you.
That's it.
I should have picked the next one she was going to and just went to that one. Because I went to the original meetup we were supposed to have up there by Gettysburg, and hell, I was like the star of the attraction all weekend. I had to entertain Bud and Angie all week.
I bet that was fun.
Oh man, that was an adventure.
Peyton's new girlfriend, her dad lives up in Pennsylvania somewhere, and he's never deer hunted or anything. And he said, "Yeah, I have some acreage up here. You can come catch a deer with us."
Well, you're going to be sorely disappointed up there because you get 1 buck a year, and if you're lucky, they might give you a doe tag.
Yeah.
Really?
Not Roger. He's just got to call Greg.
Maryland, I get 3 bucks and 30-some does a season, and my crop damage tags, the biologist told me, is like, if they're really eating the corn bed and you run out of the 15 tags I send you, I'll just send you more. And I'm like, well, what makes you think that 15 tags are going to be enough with the amount of corn these things are eating?
Oh, me.
Jeff, all I can tell you is if y'all got that many deer, you need me to bring about 3 Alabama buddies of mine up there, and we fix the whole state in 2 weeks.
And I'll bring Heather's truck, man.
I tell you, sometimes we could kill 50 deer off of this place a year, and there'll be 75 taking their place the next year.
Wow.
Like flies.
Everybody's like, well, we're shooting too many deer. Some more of them are showing up. And I said, what kind of logic is that?
Yeah.
That's kind of like coyotes. I mean, the more you take out of them, the
Well,
more they
yeah, but
have.
you got to run out of deer at some point.
Yeah.
I want to go to Robert D right there. I want to go to Missouri.
We don't.
My brother-in-law has 2 places in Missouri, and one of them's close to Mark Twain. You got several hundred acres there, and they go and take care of their horses and stuff, but they don't camp out or do anything like that. I'd like to try that.
The coyotes here, they move around, and then once they figure out a spot where they're not going to get shot at, they don't leave that spot.
Yeah.
That's why they don't come to my side of the ridge.
Utah,
Yeah.
man, Utah. Have y'all ever been to Utah?
I haven't. No.
Wow, it's like a different planet in some places. Then it's really pretty, and then we come through one valley, and I saw this train, and we were so far away from it, and it looked like it was that long, and we drove for an hour and a half, and we finally met it, and you could see it that far away. My mind, being here in the hills, you can only see, at the most 5 miles, and sometimes 100 yards. Seeing something that far away, I had such anxiety. Like, when are we gonna get there? When are we gonna get there?
Well, that's like here. It's all rolling. It's all rolling hills, so you don't see anything.
That's why the tornadoes are bad here. In Nebraska, you can see them coming for a long ways off. Here, they get you, and you don't even know they're coming.
Yeah.
And I know PJ understands.
PJ, do you guys have coyotes a lot there where you are?
Not a lot. Now, we used to, but there's not a lot. I mean, we hear them every now and then, but
what about the black bears?
not here. You got to go west, over in western Arkansas. I mean, I think there was one or a couple spotted fairly close, but I've never seen a bear here or any bear signs. So
now where we are, we don't get a lot of them, but we're starting to get more here.
Mm-hmm.
And the only place we're allowed to shoot them in the state of Maryland is in the western counties. But now, we're right on the border of Pennsylvania, and where I'm at, I can be in PA in 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And we're like right below Lancaster. And the whole state of Pennsylvania, it doesn't matter if they have an appropriate bear number in that state. If somebody sees a bear in that county, you are allowed to shoot it. They don't go by county. They don't regulate stuff by county. They regulate it by the whole damn state.
I saw the comments about Art, Wyoming. Yes, absolutely. And the South Dakota comment. Y'all, I could live up there. It's so relaxing. When I get back here in this little town, I feel claustrophobic because of the traffic. You can travel out that way and just it's just amazing. Greg, you would like the pronghorn are like rats out in Wyoming. The first couple you see, you're like, oh man, they're so pretty, and then you see a big one, and after about 50 miles, you're like tired of seeing. There's so many of them, but they're pretty.
Where my dad's cousin, I was telling you about my dad's cousin last night, Greg, and we were on our overnight chats, which, hell, I think we've had Coonbo records on some of those, and it's just us sitting there half narcoleptic in the middle of the night trying to stay awake.
Hey, I heard you fell asleep for 5 hours on the phone on the video call the other night.
I did?
It wasn't 3.5.
Yeah.
It was just 3.5.
Kenny's gonna have to start screen recording that.
I was glad I was awake this time for somebody seeing a booger, because I was asleep when Greg's the gong incident with the propane tank. Somehow I slept through that one.
Has anybody talked about what happened the other night?
Not really.
We have a little bit, but
Wow.
Yeah,
I
that
was tired. I missed it by what, 5-10 minutes?
you
It
didn't miss
wasn't
it by
long.
much. You had just left.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it
I
was.
just see Flat Rock, and he's halfway through a cigarette, and he goes, "I got one." And I'm like, "What does he mean he's got one?" I'm like, "Oh shit! I hope he doesn't say what I think he said."
Yeah.
Robert,
Hey,
I
guys.
saw your comment. Yes, sir, I have, and I've almost gotten in trouble, gotten stuck. So anytime I go out, Midwest in the West, I have 2 weeks worth of food and water with me. So yeah, you can get in trouble.
Paul told me to tell y'all, hey, he's going to bed.
See you,
Well,
Paul.
tell Paul, hey.
Yeah, how come he's not on here?
I'm in my PJs already.
Yeah.
Well, y'all are lucky I'm wearing pants right now.
Well, it wouldn't matter.
Yeah. As long as you don't
This is the late
as long as you didn't do a handstand.
Well, you'll never know.
I always like to. I always got to look to see if I got the perfect level for when I stand up, so I'm not. In case I decide not to wear pants.
Y'all know how many shows I've had shorts on? Like
That's what I normally do. I just throw a pair of gym
Hey,
shorts on. And
I got shorts on right now, son. Look there.
Oh, show us the Spider-Man.
Hey, no, that's my owl tattoo, like Misty's got.
Daryl
Misty,
laughs at me because I'll be cleaned up from like my waist up, and then I'll be barefoot and have on like spandex shorts or pajama
the
bottoms.
the perfect level. And
I'm out
let
here all barefoot.
me adjust.
I was still laughing the night that she put the pajama pants on to go out to try to kill that possum,
yeah,
That was funny.
and then she let the son of a bitch go.
yeah, got feeling sorry for him. She called, what happened? She got calling him Little Spencer, and by God, got feeling bad. Turn him loose.
I did. I let him go, and then it killed more chickens the next day.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, Misty, have you not
no,
ever
you
seen
don't
Spider-Man?
understand. I
Misty.
try to not kill anything. I don't even have it. Ain't, I mean, I still hunt and stuff like that. But if I get a chance to shoot something, fine. If not, that's fine too. You know, I mean, it doesn't. If I'm not going to eat it, I don't even care. I'm not even going to fool with it. But
Yeah,
it's like
I'm fine with it until it starts costing me money, and then I'm
yeah. I caught it eating like 3 chickens. It had done got a hold of a few of them, and they
And
were
this
just
is the
laying
day
in
after you
there, and
caught
it had one in its mouth trying to carry it off, one of the little pullets.
It sounds like the
Hear
plot
that?
of the origin story of Spider-Man. You remember Peter Parker let that guy go,
Listen.
and he ended up killing his uncle. So
Yeah.
you don't ever let him go.
Listen,
Hey, one night I accidentally locked a raccoon in the building.
hold on, listen.
You got booger activity.
Something.
That possum coming back.
Yeah. The ghost of possum's past.
Oh, if I would have thought, I would have went and sat out front.
You can't hear
Oh.
that?
No, what
What
is it?
was it? Neighbors cracking.
Did you not hear that either?
I heard something, but I
I
don't know
heard
what
something,
it
but I
was.
can't tell what it is.
I've got a coyote like yards from me right here, and I'm out in the greenhouse.
That's one of them not coyotes.
That wasn't a coyote.
You got Mr.
Maybe they seen that old red light district sign she used to have
Oh my
plugged in back
God.
there.
It's the Wendell hat.
Yeah. You got,
Is that
you
what
got,
you're wearing?
yeah, yeah. Oh, I know you got Mr. Weston close by.
Oh, yeah.
I got something right here. Greg knows which one it is too, because he's got the same one.
Yeah.
That Easter sale. Actually,
Yeah, bunch of people's heard something.
Greg bought two.
Yeah. Yeah. That's That's JR begging for water is what it was.
That's what I was wondering.
Water.
He's reminding you.
More.
He's reminding you that you got to let him loose so he can go to work
Just
in the morning.
Everybody chill out and let her lower the basket to him and we'll.
Yeah, no doubt, but lotion on the skin.
It puts the Joe Dirt in the hole.
Yes.
Oh, Lord. That's one of my favorite movies ever.
You dadgum right over there, Tay.
Yeah, don't church it up, son.
Poor Joe.
Here.
Billy was hiding in here somewhere.
It takes JR a minute to cut that yard with them scissors.
That's because Misty has to tear the tractor apart every other day because something happens to it.
Did I don't think I did. I caught the freaking dog chain up in the
my God
belly mower the other day.
I've done that before.
It was still attached to the daggone panel.
It's still attached to the dog?
It done knocks it over on me on the tractor, and I've got it over here. And I'm trying to fight the damn gate panel.
You know how bad it was when
I get it kicked out of gear. It was horrible.
My grandfather was in his late 80s up until the time he died. He was 93 when he died, and he always insisted on mowing the yard, dementia or not. He was going to mow the damn yard. And when he started getting real bad, I used to tell him, I said, hey, if you see something that looks like you probably shouldn't mow in there, don't mow it. But regardless, he'd run that damn lawnmower everywhere. You know how many times I had to cut fencing wire, baler twine, chain, toe straps. You could have stuff hanging up and like on the side of the building to keep it away from him, and he'd get too close to the building, somehow knock it down or something, and next thing you know, the end of that thing sucked up in the mower, and then I have to go over there and either cut, burn, or grind whatever's hung up on the mower off of the mower.
Man, that reminded me, we lived out in the country for years, and I had a pretty good sized yard. And one day I went out, and you know how you'll have the outside cats, and they'll have kittens in the barn, and you won't know it, and all that stuff. So I went out there, and I went out, and I fired the mower up, and I started making rounds, and I smelled something. And I was like, man, Forky's barbecuing something. That smells good.
Oh shit!
And oh my God, that belt, them kittens. Oh my God. It was smoking. There was cat hair everywhere and meat. And I'm like, I teared up, and the kids were like, what's wrong, Daddy? And I'm like, just y'all go in there. Y'all don't, I don't want you to see what's outside.
Hey,
God,
look.
it was horrible. And I mean, I love animals. I hate hurting them, even though I'm a hunter, but that's why I don't bow hunt, because I'm not a good enough shot. So
I had one of the Dad had one of the fan bell of the tractor one time.
Hey, look, I got two separate cat stories for y'all that are.
I've got more. Don't worry, I got some too.
No harm came to these cats, but it's some of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. I worked at a welding shop. We built steel rafters, steel trusses, and we had old boy in there, and he was about 2 bubbles out of plumb. He was about 3 people worth of goofy, and we had this old stray cat that hung around that shop, and people throw food to it. Man, you couldn't even get close to it. That thing would go. It just bow up, just go to just hissing at you and having a fit, go to swatting at you. That thing was crazy, and this was a big old tomcat. That thing had a set of oysters on him you couldn't hold in your hand. And that son of a gun got in we had a little like a break room, and an office was in there. And this room wasn't big. Now I'm talking about it was probably a 12 by 14. We had a bunch of chairs around the walls. And that was the only place on the place that had an air conditioner. So we'd all dive in there every chance we got to take a break. Well, that stupid cat, some idiot left the door open, and that cat got in there. Well, I come up the dang steps, and when I open the door, the cat's in the middle of the floor, and this thing done like bowed up, fixing to attack. I just slammed the door. They said, "What is it?" I said, "That dumbass cat's in here in the break room." Oh boy, his name was Jerry. He said, "I'll go get him," and he was kind of like he would place the material on the table, and they'd clamp it down for us to weld it up. And like I said, y'all, he's about 3 people worth of goofy. He got these old welding gloves, and he's like shoves his arm in there, look like he's fixing to perform surgery. He's got this plan. He's got this plan. He's got these welding gloves. He's gonna just snatch his cat. Well, he gets in there, and the cat is running. That thing would run. We had an old couch. It hit that couch and run up the back of the couch and like hit the corner of the wall and made a circle look like NASCAR. And it comes down, it zips over here and goes over there, and he's chasing it. Well, thing it goes behind the couch. And honest to God, this old boy, his mannerisms was like Ace Ventura, pet detective. That's about the way he acted. He goes over there and he slides the cat goes behind this couch. Well, old Jerry grabs the couch on one end, he jerks it out from the wall, and he goes, "Aha!" And he reaches, I swear to God, goes, "Aha!" And he reaches down there and he grabs his cat. He comes up and he's holding it like this, and he's looking at it. And y'all, that cat turned in his hide and bit him through the top of that glove. And this old boy goes to screaming. He's like, "Ah, ah, ah." And he's doing this and trying to throw the cat, and the cat won't turn loose. The cat has now got all 4 of its legs around his arm, and it's drawing blood out of that knuckle right there on his finger. And that boy was screaming and swatting, and he runs over to the door, and he's trying to throw it outside. And y'all, he's done knocked this cat over and down about 12 times. And he finally looks at it and he goes, wham, and smacks it on the door casing. Well, when he does, the cat turns loose, hits the ground, and tears out. Well, this old boy, he's just screaming. He pulls that glove off, and he had 2 big old holes in the top and 2 big old holes in the bottom, and blood's pouring. And y'all, that cat had got his hind legs down here toward his elbow. And it is just clawed, bottom and top both.
And the more you try to throw them, the deeper those claws go. I've been there.
Yeah. This old boy was
kitten ate me up one time.
He was in a bad way, but he finally got loose from the cat, and they doctored him up, and they told him, said, dude, you may ought to go get checked for the rabies there. Oh, it'll be all right. And y'all, his arm, he wound up had to go get some medicine because the arm started swelling up on him.
He got cat scratch fever.
Yeah, that's what he got.
Y'all, look, when we tell these stories, we love animals, but sometimes when you're trying to help something, you do something stupid like me.
Yep.
And we had a white cat. He had 2 different color eyes. Prettiest thing you ever seen. He was about half grown. And I was in there and he was scratching. He'd come in the house. He's outside. He'd come in the house. And I'm looking, and man, there was fleas on top of fleas. I'm like, oh, so I'm going to help him, right? I'm home by myself. Kids ain't got home yet. And I go in there and I have a plan. I don't have nothing to help him but alcohol. And I took my shirt off and had the water running. And I grabbed him by the back of the neck, and I didn't want to get that alcohol up around his, where he was breathing. So I had him at the back of the neck and petting him, and I poured that alcohol on his back, and it ran down that cat. The hundreds of fleas that are above that line ran into his nose and ears. Wow. And I'm sitting there half naked with alcohol over his cat, and he's spinning around my arm like you said, he catching me here. And it's eating me up trying to get out of there. But I'm like, if I let him go, he's gonna go up under a bed or something or whatever, and I can't help him. Y'all, when everybody got home, I looked like I'd been in a knife fight with about 18 people. And they're like, what happened to you? It was horrible. And the thing was, even though it was hurting me, I was worried about him. I'm like, oh my God, that has to be miserable. you know, I mean, they just started running in his nose and ears, and they never came out. I don't know where they went, but anyway.
Oh my gosh. Hey Roger, that other cat, the story I got, my cousin that had the sawmill. He had a big old barn outside his house. And we was out there working on a tractor. Daddy had this tractor tore all three pieces. Somebody was putting a radiator in it. And y'all, I wasn't very old. I was about 12, 13 years old. And we was on the back side of the barn, and we had a tool room. You had to go all the way around the barn and go in the front. And there was a tool room in there. And they told me, Norman said, he said, son, go around there to the tool room and get your daddy a pair of channel lock pliers. So here I took off, run around there. When I went in the barn, Norman's mama, she had a bunch of old cats like that, just barn cats. Well, I'm hearing this cat, and this thing is up there going, row, just row. And I'm running there and get the pliers. So I come back out, and this cat, I'm like, I had to stop. I'm like, what's going on? I walk over there and look. And Norman didn't buy nothing ones and twos. He'd buy a gross or whatever. He'd buy in bulk. It didn't matter what he bought. He didn't even need it. And he bought like 50 rolls of barbed wire. So he had like 50 spools of barbed wire stacked over here in the barn, just in case. Well, we had cut a brand new spool. We'd cut like 10 pieces or 10 feet off of it. And it kind of unraveled, you know, like 4 or 5 loops was loose at the top. Well, I guess this big old cat had got over there chasing mice or something. And the son of a gun got his tail through them loops of that barbed wire, and it was hung up. And this old cat was pulling, and he'd pull, and his tail was like, just like pulling it, and he'd go, wow. And I just like, okay, I know what it is. I run back around there and give Daddy the pliers. And I told Norman, I said, hey, one of them Mama Alvy's old cats is hung up in there in the barn. He said, what do you mean hung up? I said, that thing's tangled up in that barbed wire. He said, come on, we'll go get him loose. And I'm thinking, this is a bad idea. I've been around these cats for a while. Well, we go back around there, and we get up there, and y'all, we'd get up within 10 feet of it. And this thing would go, it just go to bouncing. Well, it was like it was tied down its tail, and it's just jumping and can't go nowhere. And we're standing there watching it. I was like, what are we going to do? He said, you got to get it calmed down. And I'm looking at him, me like 12, 13-year-old, like, what? He said, well, here in a minute, Daddy come around there. He's looking, and Daddy's kind of chuckling about the whole fiasco. Norman looks at me, he said, son, go to that other tractor right there. He said, climb up on it and get in that toolbox and get me one of them cans of starting fluid.
Oh, boy. I know where we're going now.
Here I go. I climb up there and get this. And look, for people that don't know, starting fluid is ether. Ether. That's what they used to put people to sleep with for surgery. All right, I go get this can of ether, and look, a can of ether.
I'm only laughing because I know where this is going.
Yeah,
I do too.
You know, a pretty full can of ether will squirt about 12 feet. Well, I had Norman this can of ether. He gets over there and he inches up, and he gets to where he figures he's close enough to get the ether in this cat. He starts fogging that thing right in the face with that can of ether, just hosing him down. Well, he'd squirt for about 4 or 5 seconds, he'd quit. And that old cat, he's sitting there slinging his head. Well, all of a sudden, he just starts kind of getting wobbly, and he just falls over. We walk over there and get to him, and I'm trying to pull his tail out of that wire, and I mess with him for probably 15 seconds. Well, old cat goes from asleep to awake again. Right, he's going nuts. I step back and hear Norman is. He's fogging him again. We put the cat back under. You know, it's medical procedure. He puts him back under, and I'm trying to get him loose. Well, I can't get him loose. Well, he comes back too. He puts this thing out the third time. I'm still trying to get him loose. Well, he wakes back up on us. This ether didn't last long. I guess if you put somebody under, you need a slow drip or something. Just hose them down and give them some fresh air. They'll come back too. But we wind up. My daddy, he's standing there shaking his head. My daddy was known as a problem solver. He's watched this fiasco. Well, he can't stand it no more. And he walks over there, and I'm seeing there's a old square point shovel with a long straight handle on it. Well, this cat's still a little groggy, but he's done back too, and he ain't happy. Daddy walks over, and Norman's like, "What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna?" Daddy ain't said a word. He steps behind that cat, and he's got the shovel by the actual shovel, and just the handle sticking away from him. He puts that thing over that cat's head. It looked like somebody over in Britain knotting knotting a knot. You know, he goes, "Don't!" And he hit that cat right on top of the head, and that thing just stiff leg straightened out. He said, "Go over there and get them damn wire cutters out of that tractor." I went over and Daddy went clip, 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 clip. Just unfolded the wire, and no cat. He just stood like Norman going, "Mama's gonna kill us. You done killed her cat. You done killed Mama's cat." He said, "I'll hit you out." He tells me, he said, "Take that cat and lay him out there in the yard." And I did. Carried him. This thing stiff as a board. I carried him out there and lay him out in the yard. We went back around there, got to working on the tractor. In about 10 minutes, they sent me back for something else. I went, that cat was gone. I'm sure he was concussed considerably, but he pulled through.
Yeah. Look, and
I've got cat stories I could not tell on here.
No, please don't.
Greg, was it a woods cat? Was it old woods cat? The big old woods cat? Yeah. Y'all, if none of y'all have seen the barn cats, the old woods cats, my daddy found 3 kittens in the woods one time and brought them home. We kept one. Both my uncles got one. And old Tom, he was black and gray. You know, the head on him, he would be up in the woods and he doing that. It sounded horrible, you know. Well, he ran that holler, right? And we were out in the barn one time. We were playing. I was probably about 9 or 10 years old, and had a black 55-gallon drum that they had the chicken feed in. Well, apparently it was only about that much in the bottom of it, but I heard something scurrying around, and I looked off in there. Here's the 3 of the biggest gopher rats I've ever seen in my life. And I'm like, holy crap. I told them, y'all come here and look at this. And they're looking off in there. And I don't remember whose idea it was, but I was like, hey, let's go get old Tom and throw him in there and see what happens. So somebody went and got Tom, was petting on him. One person was holding the top, the cat, threw him in there and shut it. Y'all, it sounded like a war inside that can. Tom came out of that thing with wild-eyed, and he run like 300 yards to the top of a hill in the woods and turned around and started screaming back at them rats. I laughed. We shouldn't have done it. You know, he had a different outlook on life after that. He wasn't the baddest dude in the place. So, oh God. And Jeffrey, like I said, I love animals, but
I know
we've had some things happen. You know, you can't tell. When you said 2 bubbles out of plum, I don't know if anybody caught that.
Yeah.
I took off out the driveway one night in the pickup going out to hang out with some friends, and I didn't realize that one of our barn cats was on the hood of my truck. He was actually on the roof. And I made the turn out by my grandparents, and when I did, he flew off of it and ended up rolling around the gravel, busted his teeth up. It was awful. But we still had that cat for probably, I don't know, another 5 years or something.
Hey, look, I bet you I've seen something y'all ain't never seen. Y'all ever seen a fireman go save a cat?
I have.
A cat's about 65.
I've saved a cat from a tree too.
Well, I saw turtles making babies one time, so I don't know if any of y'all ever seen that before.
Well, here's the deal. This cat was about 65 foot up in a big old poplar tree. The homeowner was squalling and having a fit because the cat wouldn't come down, and we was like, look, we ain't climbing we ain't got nobody climbing 65 foot to get up there to that dadgum cat. Oh, well, it's got to come down. It's been up there 2 days. I don't care what you got to do. Just get my cat down. Oh, it's been up there 2 days. I'm like, look, when that cat gets hungry, it will come down. It got up there. I promise you, it can get back. Oh, I don't care what you got to do. Can y'all not take that hose and squirt it and make it come down? Probably. but that's probably not a good idea. Well, y'all just get my cat down. I don't care what you got to do. Get my cat down, please. Just get my cat down. Oh my God, get my cat down. You sure? Oh yeah. Y'all just squirt it with some water. It don't like water. It'll come down. Well, we'd rather not. Well, please just get my cat down. Come on, please. Oh, please. Tears. I'm talking about tears big as elephant turds. Please save my cat. Well, they pulled the damn trash line hose, which is only a 25-foot hose, because you always got to drain the water out of it, put the hose back. That's not a big fun ordeal. They pulled the trash line hose, jacked the water pressure up about 120, and two of our young firemen decided, hey, we can hit that cat from here. They get over there, open that hose up under that tree, and hit that cat with a stream. I don't think the first 3 drops of water missed the cat. They hit that cat straight out of the gate, and it blew the cat about 3 foot straight up off of the limb. And when that son of a bitch come down, it didn't touch a limb nowhere and landed on a concrete slab. And anybody that says a cat lands on their feet every time is a liar.
You know, I always wanted to test that theory. You know, they say jam, your toast always lands jam butter side up. We're going to tie a piece of buttered toast to a cat and throw it up in there and see what happens.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Okay.
What is happened here?
I was out there. If y'all saw my Facebook post this morning, that was the truth. I was sitting out there drinking coffee. There ain't a sound in the neighborhood. It's early in the morning. And I heard it sounded like a cat got caught up in a 68 Plymouth fan belt. I mean, that's what it sounded like.
I saw that this morning. I was dying.
And you know, I'm looking around. My house is brick. The neighbors is brick, and this sound's bouncing off and going all around. I'm looking around. I'm looking up above, and the cat, where's the hell is this cat at? You know, because I didn't want it to land on me. And I hear something hitting branches. I look over. This black cat is falling, and he lands, and he gets up, and he looks at me like I did something to him, like he's glaring at me. And so I'm posting it. He stared at me for like 7 or 8 minutes and finally eased on off. But I don't know whether he got in a nest and a bird got him, or he got up there and a snake done beat him to it, you know. But
Y'all are
anyway.
making me cry. And I don't
Yeah.
have a,
I can't see.
I saw that message this morning, and I was trying not to die.
I mean, the weirdest crap happens, you know. Oh my God.
That's like the deer I had in the manure pit last year.
Oh no. One of my friends tried to jump the manure pit with a bicycle one time and landed like right in the middle of it. He's like 4.5 foot up to his neck in manure. We had to pull him out. They had a wagon though. You know where you had the loading dock kind of? They pull the tractor, they pull the wagon up, and they would dump all that manure in there on the milk barn, wash it out, and it was crusty over the top about 3 or 4 inches, but down in the bottom had been mixed with water. Yeah, it wasn't, man, it was, oh God, it was horrible. But we talked him into it. I'm like, but the thing was, if he'd have made the jump, he would have landed in rocks and thorns. I don't know what was better. I think it saved his life landing in the manure.
Yeah.
But what are you talking about? I missed something.
Jeffrey's talking about the manure pit. And
Yeah.
Oh my God. Speaking of manure, let me tell you.
Here we go.
oh shit.
We're gonna need an atlas to get back on the rails.
First show, last show, let's get it.
Oh God.
Well, that deer. I can make a PG version for what happened to the deer, but I was trying to get it out of there, and I tried scooping it, and everybody's like, "Why don't you just get a kayak or something and go out there and lasso it and drag it to shore?" And I was thinking, do you realize what methane is?
I don't think he's gonna float.
And I said, if it was a cow, I could just, get it. It would come to the side and I could just throw a rope over it. We could tow it out of there. But a deer don't work like that. And I kept telling him, I was like, I'm going to try to spook it out of here, but I've got tags for crop damage. If this thing decides it don't want to remove itself, I'll remove it for it.
How did it get in there?
We guess it must have jumped over. There's like a 2-foot wall on the backside of the embankment.
Well, them deer really like corn, though.
The rest of the front's a guardrail, and it's up on an embankment that it would have had to climb up on top of. And the only other way in would have been to come up through the barnyard and through the ramp that goes down into the pit. And we know it didn't come in from there. And somehow it ended up in the pit. I'm over there checking the calves. Dad goes, hey, there's a deer in the manure pit. I'm like, what? I've seen a lot of stuff in that manure pit, but I never see a deer in there. And I'm like trying to get it out, and it ain't coming out. And hell, I even shot at it trying to spook the damn thing out of there.
It's up to its neck in crap. What you gonna do to scare it?
I just like seeing Jeff out there in the poop canoe.
I know, right?
And it couldn't have got more in the middle of the entire pit than it possibly did. And then it just decided that it couldn't go on anymore.
Well, that brings up, I don't think a boat will float in that thick stuff, will it?
Yeah, it'll float better.
Oh,
It's better.
okay, I didn't know.
Yeah, Jeff when he made a ripple in that.
Well, the only problem with that is if I'd somehow gotten in there, if you're sitting that low in that pit, that manure, the gases coming off of that thing, you'd be dead.
You'd have been like that cat Greg was spraying with ether.
Yeah, hey, Jeff would look like a damn life-size killer elf stirring the chocolate.
He had chocolate-covered cookie.
Yeah.
I opted for the other option.
Stirring the chocolate.
Let's just say that the deer had to be euthanized.
Oh my God.
Farming's dangerous for everybody.
It is.
And hey, the thing about it, y'all, we're giving everybody a public service announcement on dangers of farm animals.
Oh yeah.
This is like a documentary. This is for educational purposes only.
Hey, I tell you what, you can ask Jeff. Hey, if we had a camera going on us 24/7 while we were out working in the
my God.
or in the fields or whatever, man, y'all wouldn't believe some of the stuff yous would see.
Yeah. I've seen some stuff that most people would not believe. And they're like, how'd that happen?
Yeah.
I talk to everything. I talk to the goats. I mean, we have full conversation. I'm never bored. I mean, I talk to everything that's out here.
So I'm just gonna say this. A couple years ago, when this was all going on, I was having to go to a class for an incident involving some whiskey and a vehicle chasing a cow on the main road. And
no, wait a minute. Back up.
I had to go to class that morning that the deer incident was going on. And they had already heard stories about what took place at the farm, and I was late when I was coming in there, and the woman running the class looks at me and goes, "What happened?" I told her. She's like, any other person I would have been like, "You're full of shit," but since it's you, how in the hell does that even happen? And I said, "Well, it's the first time it ever happened to me, so." I don't know. I said, I've seen a lot of crazy stuff, but I've never seen that before.
Oh man. I don't even know. I don't know where to go after this.
Jeff's probably on several watch lists.
I got stories popping up, like Jeff's right. You can't tell them because
Oh no.
A lot,
No.
a lot of things get started. You're trying to do the best you can, and it just goes
It
sideways.
don't go well.
Yeah.
That's them old good intentions, man.
When
Them good intentions will get you.
And now hold up, that reminded me of something. Misty,
Yes.
have the
No,
goats had
5.
babies yet? Have the goats had babies?
Yeah.
I mean, this has been like longer. This is longer than General Hospital when Luke and Laura got put on the island.
Hey,
Yeah,
we're having
look.
babies next month.
I
we
believe it when I
apologize to
see
any
it.
new people that are entering the chat right now, because this is not normally depends on which channel you're on, but
Yeah. Well, look, we really didn't have a topic, and we're just gonna go live and see if we can just have a good, fun show, and maybe our next show will actually have a topic.
Yeah.
But hey, look, if you didn't get a laugh out of tonight, we'll give you your money back.
Yeah, I'm messed up in the head now. I got.
We're gonna have to give Virex a minute.
Misty can send you something that'll help.
Yeah.
I got some of that sitting right here.
He's in Canada though. We might get in trouble.
Yeah. Boy, hey, man, I got to talk to him. I wonder if they still like cut a testicle off and charge you like $8 million if you get caught walking in the weeds in Canada right now.
No, I don't have any trees, Katie. I wish I did. What did you say, Greg?
I'm not sure what he said
I
either.
was reading. I'm so lost.
I said, do they still cut a testicle off and charge you $8 million if you get caught walking in the weeds in Canada right now?
So it's a funny story about illegal Canadian border crossings. Guy I hunt with up in Maine. He's actually a West Virginia hunting guide. And years ago, he was up there running bear hounds. And this was back probably in the 90s before everybody had cell phones. And he got turned around up in there and found the dogs finally. But then when he was walking towards the border, he ended up right on the border crossing. But the problem was he didn't realize at the time he was on the wrong side of the crossing. And he didn't have his wallet. He didn't have nothing. He didn't have a phone. He had nothing on him. So finally, they held him there for a few days, and they're like, "We'll just have to keep you there until someone comes looking for you, or whatever." So they put the dogs in the kennel with the border patrol dogs. So he's just hanging out there waiting for somebody. They didn't. I don't think they put him in holding or anything. They're just like, "We can't let you leave." And finally, after a couple of days, somebody that he knew finally got a hold of the border and was like, "Yeah, we're looking for a guy that was chasing bears up here and got lost." And they're like, "Oh, he's here. You can come get him." They let him go, but he had to hang out there for a couple of days.
Yeah. Well, since Virax is in here, no joke, I wonder if I ain't figured out. Look, dude, how in the world y'all Canadians, y'all must fish a lot, like spin a reel a whole lot faster than us folks down here in the U.S. Because I ain't figured out how in the hell you can set the woods on fire fishing. I mean, damn it, that's spinning a reel. If you get it caught, it must in the flames. I just don't know. I mean, they can't walk in the woods. They can't do nothing. Can't go hiking. Can't go camping.
Greg,
yeah.
Apparently they've had a really bad drought up there. So.
Yeah, but how in the world going fishing?
They were like giving them tickets and putting people
really
in jail and everything for if you got caught being out in the woods. I seen that.
Yeah, it was 25,000, not 100, not $25, not 25 or 250, $25,000.
I think it's illegal to have an old school lever action with a 7-shot tube now if you're up there. I think it's only allowed to have 5 now. You got to cut the tube down or something.
Yeah,
I was joking because they don't have any water. He started a fire with a lure, dragging it too fast. But my
$2,800.
daddy said one time, got
28,000.
1,000.
28,000 for what? Not staying in the house?
Basically, dude, look, you can't. If the way I understood, even if it was your own land, you couldn't go outside and walk in the woods. Man, ooh, that
Man.
shit.
I don't know what all the stipulations was, but I heard them talking about it, and they said that they were arresting anybody they caught out there.
Well, I can tell you what.
So you basically have to live like ginseng hunters hunting on national park land.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm telling you, y'all, honestly, I want y'all's honest opinion. Everybody in chat. I mean, I can tell you what would happen if I was here in Alabama. That'd be like 98.7% of the population throw up fly a big bird at them, and they'd walk out and hit the woods and go, "Y'all come get us." And what are y'all gonna do with all of us?
I think. Look, I got a story. I don't know if I told y'all this. That reminded me. So we were hunting dove fields at my uncle's one time, and my cousin and I, which he was the other cousin, we went out there and we found us a good spot, and we were kind of walking across the field. And Greg, you know what a baited field looks like?
No,
And
Roger. No, I
I'm
don't
looking
know.
around and all this grain and stuff on the ground, and accidentally, piles, accidentally, whatever. So I told Scott, I said, I'm gonna tell you what, I'm gonna get over in that back corner. And the game warden shows up. He's coming up to that gate up there. We'll hop his fence. We'll go around and we'll get home. So I'll be damned. Looked up and there's the game warden. He was the one that would write his own mama a ticket, right? So I'm like, oh shit. So Scott said, "Where are you going?" I was picking my bucket up, my shells, my shotgun. He said, "Where are you going?" I said, "You see that guy right there?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "That's the judge. I'm going to sit right beside him." We went over there and said, "Hey, how you doing, Judge?" He said, "Good. What are y'all doing?" I said, "We're going to sit right here until they get that worked out up on the hill." He said, "What is it?" I said, "Well, we're kind of hunting a baited field, and that's the game warden, and my uncle is pointing at you."
Oh my God.
So the game warden decided not to
It's
pursue.
not about what you know, it's about who you know.
Exactly. That's right. I didn't know him that well, but I mean, I was sitting beside him to look like it. I didn't care. You got to do what you got to do sometime. Ain't that right?
Yes.
You know how many times the game warden's up here? Now the thing up here with baiting is you're allowed to bait deer and you're allowed to bait ducks and geese up until a certain time of the year. Now, there were certain game wardens that thought they were slick that would try to be like, "Oh, see that corn over there next to that deer stand? You're baiting birds." And he's like, "Hell, that ain't for the birds." we had a few that used to try that around here.
Well, what they did here, they would accidentally leave something open and spill a little bit here and there, But
yeah,
it was my cousin the same cousin ended up getting in trouble for the same thing, and I didn't get to go that day, and they were at another field. So Steve Lilly is scared to get on the show. What the crap?
That's who I need to lure out one night is Cam Buckner.
We need to get him to come on one night.
Oh my
God!
Man.
Oh, he'll get you in trouble.
I don't think we don't need any help getting in trouble, Roger.
Cam don't care what he says. That's funny.
Y'all,
I tell you, blind Kane.
Kane's been doing pretty good for a blind guy.
If y'all have not
he don't know
seen
who's
that
filming him.
show,
He's
I
just
know
talking.
I've said this over and over.
Which
on
episode?
Roger's channel for Halloween.
We've done
was
that.
Halloween.
Was that the Halloween one?
Best one ever.
Was that the Halloween episode? I remember that one.
That was Halloween of 23.
And Kane was probably about 3/4 of a bottle in at that point.
I'll find the episode and put it on Woodwalkers. But the backstory is
that was one of my favorite episodes.
Well, and Misty was like, "Hey, I got somebody coming on, and you're gonna like it." It was a surprise, and then he comes up, he has a mask on, and he changes mask several times, and then when he reveals himself, I'm like, I don't know who this dude is. I've never met him
Yeah.
before, and I texted Misty. I'm like, "Who is it? Who is it? Give me something. I don't know what to say." I'm sitting there like stupid. So she introduced us, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, I remember seeing this, whatever." And then Don starts
Man.
talking, and it sounded like a pretty good catch there for a minute. Misty said, "I can't believe you caught that." And I'm like, "What did he catch?" And I'm like, so after a little bit, we realized that Don's talking about his blind friend driving down
I
the
thought
road,
he
and
was
like,
talking about his third eye. I
and
thought,
we're and
like,
we're
he's,
and we're texting. I'm like, oh my god, how can I? I'm thinking somebody's gonna be offended. And I didn't know what to do. I was texting them like, please help. I don't. What do we do? Finally, Misty, I
You
think,
remember
is the one that said it. And I
Kane
texted
was
Don.
racing
Y'all can watch me squirming. That's I've never watched it again, but I was squirming. I was like, what I do? And I was texting Don, he's not blind. Send.
we're all
Don, he's not
texting
blind.
each
Send.
other
Then I
backstage. Like
called him.
I'm
Yeah.
texting Kane. Kane sending me pictures on
Then he gets
Messenger of him looking
yeah.
down and
Then he
having
goes
on these big old glasses like he's blind.
and he goes to grab his drink and he's feeling for it.
Yeah.
It's so funny because this whole time Don has no idea, and I mean it took us forever to get it. And Roger's over here sending a text going, "Kill me now."
I lost control. It was gone. I couldn't. I wouldn't answer his phone. I'm calling him. He won't answer his phone. And then, but the good thing was, once he found out, he was a good sport about it. You know, he still thinks it's funny. He thinks it's hilarious. But
Now I'm trying to remember what Don who, because I don't remember who.
Don Odom, my game
Don,
buddy.
that's right. Don Odom was okay.
Yeah,
He was a good sport about it too, because it was funny because he was like, "Why didn't nobody tell me?"
we were trying.
Yeah.
And that was the Easter episode. Was it not Easter? Shit. What was it? Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving.
Halloween. Halloween.
God dang it! I don't even know which one. Yes, Halloween. It was the first one.
Yeah, it was Halloween of 23.
I'll find it and put it in the Woodwalker.
Oh, it was priceless.
Kane comes
Roger,
out, and he like changes
I can't
costumes
wait
2 or 3
I
times.
can't wait until Flat Rock's footage gets stabilized.
Y'all. Oh man, that's
Greg was there for that. There were several of us that
there's one point when he comes back, you know, at I told y'all the timestamp, and everybody's looked at it, you know, and it looks like something over the top of the truck too. I don't know. Wendell saw it.
I think that was actually the side of the trailer.
Okay, but there was one time where, you know, in between the trees, I swear I saw a back of a right arm, like it was getting out of there.
Somebody else saw that too, and I think I caught a glimpse of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kept thinking I could see an arm by one of those trees.
It's the tree to the left, and it's the arms coming out and look like it's headed away.
Yep.
Yeah. But the eye shine, man, look, y'all, it don't like, oh, there's eye shine. It's like it peeks out and there's eye shine, right? No, I don't think that was the clown episode. Where was it? Yes, it was, because I had makeup running all down in the under.
Yes, you was nickel dome.
Yeah.
Hillary, that one's being stabilized. That was an amazing capture by Flat Rock had the camera, but then Kenny had the smarts to screen to record it, screen record it. So it's amber eye shine. It looks just like what did he say it was about 7.5 foot approximately. The eyes were, so then you got the head, you know. But he says clearly there he is, or he can see the thing peeking at him. It's not out yet, Hillary. They're stabilizing it so they can get a better
It's not
idea.
ready yet, Hillary.
Who stabilized it? Did he send it to MK?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. He sent it to MK.
Well, I think Reinhardt's looking at it right now.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, that Roger, tell him. Go ahead and tell him what me and he was planning on doing. Making a trip to White Pine and getting Misty and going and getting a tour of Upper Pod 5.
I was wanting to see a picture of the place first.
I sent it to you.
I know.
What the hell is Upper Pod 5?
That
Oh
was
my
that
God,
was
yeah.
that was Misty's that
Oh
was
my God.
her
I
middle
cannot
school
believe
years
it.
in high school.
I am let down that Yarrington does not know what Upper Pod 5 is.
Wait a minute. Are you the only one that doesn't know? Misty's parents told her she was going to a special school and sent her off to a reform school. And she
AKA
didn't know
prison.
it. And she was
I ran
running the
that
place and didn't even know it.
I thought it was a school. I thought it was prison related. It sounded prison
Yeah.
related.
Yeah.
No, go ahead and tell them how that shook down, Roger, that night, how that come about.
Well, so she's talking and we're listening. I'm all into it. And all of a sudden she says, we were in Upper Pod 5, and I will go, I like, what did she say? And Greg's eyes get big. And he said, hold up. Upper Pod 5. And I'm like, hey, when I worked at the jail, we had sections like that. He said, yeah, prisons are like, are you sure you were at a school? That was a fun night.
It went from me trying to tell a story about how I was taken up for people to being in prison.
She was the enforcer on that West Wing.
Yeah.
Of the women's side. Yeah.
And
Okay,
Misty,
Misty, that's important. So you've always thought it was a school. Let me ask, did they have y'all separated men from women?
No,
boys and girls.
No, it was all just so horrible. They just let us run together. It didn't matter.
Hey, her school, they didn't just have a beta club. They had an alpha club and a beta club.
A masturbator club.
Misty, one night, I swear to God, I'm getting you in on one of these midnight group chats because we got to have her for some of this shit.
Oh, Lord.
Misty's like, I won. No, kidding.
Misty,
That was mine.
record time on the trophy.
Give me them honey buns, bitches.
Hey, Misty,
You got to me for 5, Roger.
Well, okay. Was there Upper Pod 4 or Lower Pod 4 or Sideways Pod 7? Well, I mean, what's the rest of this place look like? Yeah.
What?
I mean, do you have to peel taters and stuff, or?
Yes. Yeah. Hey, I took a home ec class, and let me tell you,
Home
I
ec
learned all
class,
kinds
right.
of good stuff in there.
Mhm.
Oh,
How many shacks did you make
I
out of
learned
Yeah,
that?
I was
when
about
I
to
got
ask you,
out,
how many
it's
prison
associated in the
checks?
real world.
Yeah, you
yes.
could kill somebody with them hard biscuits that my grandma used to make.
Misty, tell them what Aunt Verby, the gift she gave you before we left the other day.
Y'all.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh.
It wasn't a carved mushroom, was it?
No,
Down, Roger.
That's a mushroom.
I saw a picture of them. I didn't see them there. Maybe
yeah,
I
she
did.
bought the John Economy box of honey buns.
Yeah.
A big old damn box. Yeah, like the school pack or whatever. I don't
Family
even know how many
size.
was in there. And I told Greg, I said, Greg, I think your Aunt Verby's either trying to what was it, kiss up to me or
Yeah, flirting with you. That's
trying
what
to
you
rob
do.
me one.
Yeah. Oh, man.
I said, I'm sorry, Verby, I ain't about that life no more.
Key part being no more. Right.
Yes.
Well, it worked. You're reformed, right?
Yeah.
You talk about hard biscuits. One time we went on a hunting trip, and my buddy forgotten he had brought a bunch of biscuits with him, and he left one of his boxes at the camp. And when we went back the next year, it was a paid to go place, and we go there every year. And the old timers that ran the place, they kept the box there until we got back. It was one of them, like the power company, the storage boxes everybody would get to put their stuff in. Well, it was a Baltimore Gas and Electric plastic tote, and Sam had left his damn biscuits in there, and them hard sons of bitches were still sitting in that box when we got there the next year. It still had all the condiments and everything he left in the damn thing. You could have thrown those biscuits against the wall and probably killed something.
Well, if you brought a slingshot and used them biscuits, it'd been better than that 12 gauge you had.
Yeah,
we were using bows.
That sounds like the biscuits I made you, Greg.
Oh no.
Oh, we don't want to talk about that. I don't.
Hey, Roger, that a little known, they have that behind the scenes in Hollywood, like Hollywood Facts. Yeah. It's going to come out that the movie Shawshank Redemption was based on a true story about Misty's senior year in high school.
White pine, yeah. And the treasure at the end was like a whole trunk load of it was a little Debbie's truck full of honey buns.
Wait till you see the next one that's coming out. It's me and PJ flying jets.
Yes, that's right.
Kicking the tires and lighting the fire.
What got y'all off on flying jets? I never did understand that one.
I don't.
Italians.
Oh my God.
Put him in a skeet thrower. I bet there wasn't any what do you call it, mold or anything.
I don't know if you could have broke one of them with a load of birdshot. Them things are pretty things pretty tough.
Squirrel shank redemption.
Oh God. Put them in a tater gun.
Hillary, you got to. God dang, you got to get in here.
Somebody.
Put him in a tater gun.
I remember the one night she come on here and she was in the dark. I don't know what the hell she was doing.
Hey, Hillary or me?
Hey, Hillary.
Hillary, you should ask Hillary about what happened to her this week.
She talking about tater gun. You ever seen the tater guns?
Yes.
Oh, I had.
Oh my God.
I've had a bunch of tater guns.
I still have the one full of frozen tater tots.
I've never built a potato gun, and now I feel like I need to build one.
Yeah, you're not really a man if you ain't never built a tater gun.
No. Hey, and I'm gonna tell you something. The best fuel for it, I don't even know if they make it anymore, but it's Aquanet.
Aquanet.
Spray Aquanet in that son of a gun.
Oh,
you better hold on.
That stuff was.
Yeah, you better put some football cleats on, Jeffrey, if you.
Yep.
I'll just have to get myself a bunch of PVC pipe and
Yep, and one of them igniters. Click it, son of them. Hillary always in the dark.
Hell, I could probably YouTube how to build one.
Oh, I can. If you'll get a pencil and paper after a while, I'll tell you everything step by step.
Oh yeah, it ain't that hard. But
I bet I built. No joke. I bet I built 20 of them.
Greg, did you take and work down the end of it when you shove that tater in there and it seals
Yes,
up?
sir. Yes, sir. You stick that on a bench grinder and spin that pipe, and it cuts a bevel on it where it makes it sharp. It'll cut that tater just zip.
And it'll go further too because it's sealed
It'll
up.
seal it off better. Yes.
One of my buddies, they had one, and they took it to it was one of the lakes around here, small lakes, and one guy we knew was out there, or two of them were out in a boat, flat bottom boat with a trolling motor. You couldn't have the big motors, and I wasn't there, thank goodness. But they said was telling them they had a tater gun, and they were laughing, and Jimmy sat back, held that thing like a M60. And Mac hit the button. They hit that dude in the chest with that tater and knocked him off the boat into the water. And they had to jump. Needed Jeffrey's rescue squad.
Jeffrey, I'll tell you what, Jeff. We was building with a 2-inch barrel. Had a 6-inch chamber, 18 inches long. We had a 2-inch pipe for a barrel, and was using Aquanet. And that building I worked in at that time when I worked with OL. That building was 400 feet long. And the end wall of that building was a 7/16 OSB lumber. We loaded that tater gun in there, and we was on the other end of the building. They said, just shoot down the building. I said, we better don't. He said, no, just shoot down there, hit that wall. I said, we better don't. He said, no, it'll be all right. I said, no, it won't. I'll just shoot it. I said, all right, y'all's building. You want me to shoot that? Okay. I had to make sure everybody was out of the way. We fogged that baby 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3, set the can down, grabbed the lid, tightened her up.
You went 3 Aquamans? Oh, Lord.
Spun it around and hit that arc. And when I did, look, at this time, y'all, I was about a 300-pound guy. It's all I could do to hang on to it. It nearly spun me sideways.
He was shooting one of them Laws rockets, the little disposable.
Jeff, that son of a bitch, that thing went down that building. That thing went down that building just a little above waist high, and I bet it didn't drop 4 inches, 400 feet. And it blowed the prettiest round 2-inch hole through that OSB lumber and knocked a massive dent and nearly tore a piece of metal off the outside of the building.
Wow.
So it almost broke out the back of the building.
Yes, 100%. Yeah, look, we didn't play around with shit. We built something.
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you, if it wasn't for that metal, that thing would have been outside.
Jeff, we could get out there and like when the sun was really bright up in the middle of the day, the guys would get behind me and I'd shoot that thing. And from the Chevron store there where I live, in the town I live in, you got the whole school campus across the street. And then behind that, there's a row of houses. And then behind that, it's woods. And we're talking about, it'll be pushing, it won't quite be a half a mile, but it'll be close from that store to them houses. I could get over there and load that thing up and angle it up about a 45-degree angle and hit that igniter. And you could barely see that potato when it left. And the last time you'd see it, it'd still be gaining altitude. It'd go plumb past them houses, ain't no telling how far.
How many feet per second you think that thing was moving?
A lot. A lot.
I mean, you'd almost have to die the tater to see it after about 30, 40 yards.
Hey, Roger, I seen it.
I always wanted to freeze one.
Statute of limitations is out now, but I loaded that thing up one night as a boy wanting to shoot it, and it was dark. And you can shoot it at night, it'd blow about a 3-foot blue flame out of the barrel when the potato left. I loaded that thing up, and look, this has been 30 plus years ago. I was still a teenager. But this old heathen kid that was there in town, he said, load it up, I want to shoot it. Load it up, I want to shoot it. Load it up, I want to shoot it. So I loaded it up. Hell, we'll let him shoot it. This moron runs over to this building, and there was a paper box, put your quarter in, pull the door down, grab your paper and shut the lid. Well, it's got that thick plexiglass in the door. Well, then it's got a wire cage behind it. Okay. There's a paper in it, but this box has not been used for a long time.
You said there's wire behind it?
Yeah, there's metal wire in behind, the plexiglass. They could drop a paper and it would hold it so you could see it.
So he's won't make French fries. Oh no, you're talking. Okay, I got you.
Oh yeah, look, dude. No, it didn't make fries. He leveled this thing down from about 15 feet, hits that trigger, and it knocks him backwards. And it didn't just break the plexiglass; it blew a round hole, and it ripped every rivet where that plexiglass was affixed to the metal. The paper box flipped back, hit the wall, and when it flipped back forward, the door fell open. It shattered the latch inside the door, and it smelled like burnt French fries. It looked like mashed potatoes inside that box. And that was with a regular potato, russet potato.
Russet
Oh
potato.
my God.
I'm pretty sure that's what I seen my papa try to damn blow a tire up with one time to put air in it.
Try to do that now, everybody'd be in jail.
Oh,
Man, that sucker he put way too much in there. He blew that sucker off. It burned his eyebrows, his arm.
Now I know why Misty turned her camera and her volume off. She had to go reevaluate herself before
Oh
she.
God,
Yeah.
I'm telling y'all,
I-
I cried so bad I had to blow my nose.
I saw
I just
the
remember
I saw
how
the
bad she
igniter.
was the night of the Jimmy Crab Legs incident when I was talking to you and Greg on the phone afterwards.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
The reason I quit messing around with the tater guns, I saw the igniter where the guy had the igniter put in. I saw that thing blow out, and Misty's
Yeah.
right. That flame and stuff kind of singed him a little bit. I'm done. I'm not
Y'all,
messing with this crap.
them, honest to God, if somebody builds one right, they are nothing to play with. You come up and mess somebody up, you could hurt somebody bad.
Back when I was, this would have been about in my, I guess when I was a teenager up until my 20s, they used to do a pumpkin chunking down here on the shore, down in Delaware.
Hey, this is a family show.
No doubt.
They built these pumpkin cannons, and
Yeah.
they'd get those white pumpkins, not the well, depending on if they were doing like the catapults or the trebuchets, they use them just a regular pumpkin.
Yeah.
For like the long range, they were shooting those white pumpkins.
Yeah.
And the pumpkins, they had to move. I think they had to move it the first couple years they were there because the pumpkins were hitting the highway, and after that they put them in another place, and once in a while there'd be some sort of mechanical malfunction, like the trebuchet would like flip the pumpkin backwards and end up taking out like a hot dog vendor or something in the parking lot. And they had to put a big net up behind it every time they shot it, just in case that happened. But one year somebody accidentally killed a duck out on the pond. It was but they'd have spotters that would ride out there in the field, and once in a while one of the spotters would, pumpkin would bounce off of the damn four-wheeler, because you never knew where them things were going, if they were catapulting them or launching them out of like they'd have like slingshotting pumpkins out into the field. But those cannons, man, those cannons would get them out there like a mile or more with just big air cannon PVC pipe. They had some that these people would build these things, and you'd see like a school bus pull in, and then the top would open up and a damn cannon would come out the top of it. These old hillbillies down there would build stuff that was impressive, to say the least.
Yeah.
I don't know how it was legal, but they did it.
Wasn't there a band called Shooting Pumpkins or something? No, that was Smashing
Smashing
Pumpkins.
Smashing Pumpkins.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Were they from New Hampshire or Canada or somewhere?
One year they had a couple of malfunctions. They had one of those centrifuges that, would wind up to throw the pumpkin.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't release, and I think when it finally did release, it threw the pumpkin in the wrong direction. But one day the announcer got off the golf cart and was out there making his predictions or whatever, and most of these things were built out of PVC, and one of the damn cannons, the barrel blew up.
I'll be right back.
And there was about a 3-foot section of PVC, like a big shard of it, come flying off of the cannon. And the announcer had just stepped off of where he'd been standing by the golf cart, and that damn piece of plastic went and was sitting there sticking out of the ground right next to where he'd been standing.
Golly.
And that's all air powered. All those cannons were air powered.
Yeah, that's it. They just compress all that air and got a big dump valve on it.
Oh, you'd be impressed how far a pumpkin would go.
Yeah.
I've seen them do that here. Shoot those pumpkins.
I don't think they do it down there anymore because it got to be too dangerous. And most of the places didn't want anybody doing it because a lot of times you'd have to find a big ass field to do it on. and they just didn't want the hassle of it anymore.
Oh no, where did I go? Hold on.
I don't know. What'd you do with PJ?
Come
You
back,
blinked? Back.
man.
I've never seen pumpkins being shot, but I did see them race beds down a street.
Really?
Yeah,
Well,
it was a bed
wow.
racing contest. I'm telling you that they all
No
dressed up as
way.
beds and they'd race them down the street.
That's awesome. Beds.
Beds, and
When
then they had outhouses too.
Oh,
when I was in
like
4-H years
the
ago,
boxcar races or whatever.
Yeah, well, the ones these weren't box cars; there were outhouses and there were beds.
You got to video it next time.
when I was in 4-H when I was a teenager, during Halloween every year they do a pumpkin shoot, and down at the old 4-H camp they had the old range, and the safety the safety backstop at the range was a bunch of old mattresses that they had hanging from the back of the building, and we would take pumpkins and hang them on a string and shoot at them, and then we'd try to get fancy, try to swing the pumpkin, and once in a while one of those arrows would zip through the back. It didn't happen very often, but somebody caught a gap in one of the old mattresses or something. Once in a while one would end up down there in the creek, but
Man, Roger.
Now,
It just
PJ, tell us some Arkansas story.
Oh Lord, like what?
I don't know. Were you like one of the good students or stayed out of trouble?
I was kind of like good but bad. I made good
Oh,
grades, but
You were like me. Oh, sneaky.
yeah,
don't ask me.
I guess.
Nikki.
Everybody thought I was an angel.
Yeah, I know. It's like you could get by with stuff.
Yeah.
I never
I
did
was
do
just
anything. I didn't do anything too mean, but
Well,
I was always
did.
playing practical jokes.
Well, I was a different kind of mean, but we won't go there.
Roger, I was sitting there starting to get depressed. Jeff was talking about he's in 4-H, and I got to thinking, man. And then I got to thinking that was probably 2010.
Yeah, no, that's right.
It was 2000, and hell, I graduated high school in 07.
Oh my
me and
God.
Greg, we're so old it was 3H back then.
Yeah, no shit.
I laugh now because when some of these teenage helpers that we get were born the year that I graduated high school.
You ain't even started yet. Just wait. How old are you?
Jeff,
36.
Yeah, man.
Jeff, what year was you born?
89.
God, I graduated
And
high
here's
school
the
in
thing,
89.
though. I wasn't born the same day, but I was born a few days after Lane Frost got killed in Wyoming.
Wow.
In July, yep.
God, I'm old. PJ,
I
how old
think
are
I
you?
was born either right before he got killed or right after. I can't remember which.
What'd you say, Roger?
How old are you?
Oh, 50. I'm 55.
Are you?
Yeah.
God, I'd have guessed like 42.
I wish.
Liar.
She's lying. Not me. I'm not. No, I'm not.
No, PJ, she's lying.
She's
No,
lying.
I'm not.
Ain't no way she's 55.
I am.
Misty, how old are you? I know how old.
Roger, you know that ain't nice.
I don't.
When have you ever thought Roger was nice?
I don't.
I'm 29,
Yeah,
damn it.
like I'm supposed to care.
Misty ain't that much older than me. Come on.
Oh, I know.
I'm 43.
See, I'm the old man of the bunch. Damn.
How old are you, Roger?
54.
I got you beat.
I know. I'll be 55 January. So.
I'll be 56 in February.
Oh, Lord. Hillary just sent me a message. What the hell is it?
Y'all have
Oh dear God, you guys are gonna have to check the group chat, Misty and Greg. I think Roger might be in that one.
What
I'm
y'all
y'all, I'm gonna
got me
get off
by a
here.
couple. Y'all got me by a couple. I'm 51.
Holy shit, she just said a whole damn what the hell?
For another 4 weeks. Y'all, I'm gonna get off
Remember?
here. I'll look that episode up and put it on Woodwalker.
Okay.
Yeah,
But thank y'all.
we're gonna have to end it too. It's been almost 2 hours. I don't even know what time it is. I've
Yeah.
laughed so much I can't even see.
Yeah,
It is 12:55. Holy shit.
it's been fun. Thank y'all.
Yeah, well, thanks for coming on,
Thanks,
guys.
Doug.
And hey, thank you, PJ. Thanks, Roger.
Yep.
Thanks,
Jill.
Sam, Jeff.
Help, man.
I just wanted to call you Egg, but I didn't.
Well, you just did, so.
Oh my God, Hillary's
You guys for hanging out with us tonight. Seriously, we appreciate y'all being here. This was really fun.
Yeah.
I'm glad we finally got to do it, and I'm glad y'all come on with us.
We'll try to make some actual content next time.
Yeah.
Check y'all check Woodwalker's Facebook page in about 15 minutes or so, and I'll have that other one that y'all can. And I don't want to watch it.
It's funny. I promise you'll not laugh.
Look at Roger. If you see, I wish we knew for sure what the Upper Pod 5 show was. Man, was that on the Night Owls or was that on
Night Owls? No, that
It
was
was,
the Night Owls.
yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because I watched that one. Oh man, y'all had me laughing so hard.
I listened to it the next day driving down the road. I almost wrecked. I knew what was coming, and I still laughed about it. So
I swear, I laugh. What gets me so cracked up is I'm trying to read comments and I'm trying to listen, and then I'm seeing y'all cracking up and hearing you laugh, and it's like all of it combined. I can't control it. It just
y'all.
You know something? If this was one of those channels where everyone was serious about shit all the time, I wouldn't even be anywhere.
When y'all see Misty do this, she's under the table.
Yeah, I know exactly what she's doing. She's over there trying not to die.
Fighting for air.
I have to. I can't help it. I have to go out because y'all. I never wear makeup ever, other than just to do the show on Sundays, and then leftovers, for this. I'm telling you, it kills my eyes, and when you're not used to wearing it all the time, and when I get to laughing, and it gets to getting in my eyes, I get to crying, and I'm telling you, I can't help it. It just y'all crack me up.
But that night with Crab Legs, I called Greg, and I hear her in the background. And I'm like, oh Lord, what's going on over there? And she's like, my eyes are so swelled up, I can't even see right now. I'm like,
I got Hillary texting me. I'm trying to text Wanda. I'm trying to tell
Hillary told me that she had to explain to her son why there was a pic of a appendage on her phone because it was ended up on the cloud, and her son in New York called her and said, "What in the hell is it?"
That's a hay hook, son.
Explain to him why there was a.
Look, it got to the point I was expecting Hillary's living room to have a big United States map and have yarn and pens and have pictures of that, stretched out like markers, like Criminal Minds.
Well, there's been a couple people that keep sending me pictures. Is that him? I'm like, maybe. I don't know. Miss B was trying to track him down, and I think she sent me to her. Like, I think it's this guy. I'm like, it might be. I don't know.
Oh man!
I thought you'd like that one. And Steve, you'll have to try to remind me, and we'll see what we can do. We'll just have to see what we can come up with.
Verax, brother, this is just us being us off the chain.
We apologize if we offended anybody.
Look, Verax is another one that we haven't done.
In New Guinea. What is it?
Yeah. Lord be with the pygmies down in there in New Guinea.
Hillary wants me to read the
There you
ballot.
Virax is one that needs to come to that meet and greet.
It cost him $85,000 in fines. You got to get out of the house.
I think he's living. I think he's staying in New York. He
Oh,
get
okay.
out. He can like escape from New York.
Hillary, I'm looking at it right now, and I think it might take too long for me to read it.
She got a ballad of Jimmy Crab Legs. Missy's gonna sing it.
Yeah.
I had AI write one of those. Is that one of them I did, or is that somebody else did?
No, this was it. Well, maybe we could get AI to
Put it in a song. Yeah.
put it in a song.
Yeah.
We'll he can fix it and put it on the, if you get it going or whatever, put it on the Woodwalkers page.
Oh my God.
I don't know how we do this. I have no clue how to do an AI.
Roger
just write it. Just write it.
I'll ask Roger.
Awesome.
We'll get Roger to do it because Roger knows how to do the AI.
Roger does AI like going, "Hey Siri."
No, he don't. Because Roger's just like me. Siri can't understand a damn thing he says.
I say, "Hey Siri," and Heather's phone perks up. I'm like, what's going on?
We need a country version.
Roger, you know how funny if instead of "Hey Siri" it was "Hey Nail."
I'm gonna change it to that. But you got to say nail.
God damn it, Barry.
Hey, nail.
Yeah.
Barry's over here telling me to
Can
read.
I help you?
You know what was bad part about that whole movie? I understood everything she said. I'm like, what's going on? Sound like my cousins over, you know.
I come out there and
Road.
I couldn't do it. I was laughing.
I thought I watched the movie and it reminded me of my damn high school English.
I bet she was Nell Williams. I bet she was.
Oh, God.
I'm going to have to look up and see what her name was, her full name.
It reminded me of my high school teacher. Y'all, I'm not kidding you. My senior year, my English teacher had a horrible speech impediment. That's y'all. I'm not kidding. This woman taught for like 40 years. Taught 40 years, and she had a horrible speech impediment. She taught English.
That'd be like Mike Tyson teaching English.
Yeah, she taught English.
Pyro, it's a long ballad. I'm reading it right now.
I had a science teacher. She couldn't talk. She said, "Yes, this color here is green." I'm like, "What?" And it was. She's the one. I told y'all a story about the extra frog that come in the. We were going to dissect frogs, and she was so adamant. She said, "There's 15 frogs. I'm counting every one of them. There's 3 of you a piece. There's 15 frogs. If I had a nickel for every time she said 15 frogs, well, I counted them. There were 16 frogs." So we took.
It's like baby chicks. You always get an extra one.
We took. We were going to do something with it later. So me and a buddy. I said, "What are we going to do?" I said, "We're going to put this other frog because she don't know it exists. We're going to put it in the freezer, and we're going to come back later when she thinks they're all gone, and we're going to lay it out somewhere." Well, we forgot about it. And then we went to summer school, and they cut the power off. They unplugged the refrigerator, and we were in summer school, and we showed up one day, and there was a hazmat team. They had the school shut down, and I'm like, "What's going on?" And I don't know. There's a bad smell in senior hall. I'm like, "Oh, okay." It was that damn frog. They opened up that refrigerator.
I keep threatening to tell D.A. Roberts he needs to make like a short story, The Legend of the Zip Line, or something.
Bacon in the wind.
That could be the segue into like one of the chapters.
Yeah.
Roger.
It could be me zip
You don't
lining in to
understand.
save the day or something.
You don't understand. It's like all these things I can't say are running through my head.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I can't breathe.
Did you see what Ken just said? Note to self: do not take insulin shot while listening to Night House.
Where'd you stick
He
it, Ken?
done stuck himself 4 times.
Oh my gosh.
Broke it off in there, laughing.
Yes.
Oh.
Hilarious.
Oh man.
Well, look, y'all played. Y'all hung out in here, and look, if we got one giggle or a smirk or laugh, y'all hit that thumbs up button for us, please, and tell your friends
Share
about
the
us.
channel, guys. Hey, share the channel. Seriously. I mean, most of y'all know us anyways. Make sure you're subscribed to this one, to the Woodwalkers. Guys, before we get off here, everybody tell your channels right quick. Ladies first. PJ, go ahead.
It's PJ Arkansas Sasquatch. Giants of the Woods.
Y'all know mine.
Yeah, everybody knows Rogers.
What is yours,
Holler.
Yeah, Jeff,
Radio Network.
Yeah, I almost wore that tonight.
Old Line Cryptids.
Old Line Cryptids and Beards and Boogers. Whenever Jerry's done all of his crazy tractor pulling stuff for the next couple months.
Yeah, look, y'all. I know some of y'all's got to have some friends that need cheered up. I mean, even the ones that walk around with a stick in their ass and grumpy. Send them this, and maybe they'll laugh a little bit.
Yeah.
You know,
if not, I mean, you can always use them like Jeff Dunham.
Look, y'all, the stuff that we went through, the stuff that we did, don't try this at home, kids, because the younger generations would kill themselves with some of the stuff we did. So y'all.
Oh, I promise. Yeah, the emergency room sitting hold them all.
I had to be careful being the jokester and saying, hey, we need to do this or that. Well, my buddies would do it. And one night I said something. I was sitting on the spare tire in the back of the dude's truck. I'm like, man, we're going to hook this up behind the truck and drag it down the road or drag it in the field. And next thing I know, there's 2 people sitting on the spare tire and they're dragging it, and it hit a bump and it double bounced, and the guy on his knees went up out of sight. He come back down in the ditch.
Golly.
Well, I can end tonight with this, and you guys, I don't think I told this one, but it's just as good as the naked zip line.
Oh no.
It was a snow party one night, and we were out there four-wheeling and running snowmobiles. Yeah, it snows up
snow
here.
Party?
You guys don't know how that is.
The snow party's different down here. We have a little airport.
It's a snow party, Roger.
Yeah.
And at one point, I was out there drinking a 40 of Budweiser in one of the old school Union suits, and somebody got this idea to hook an old rowboat to the back of a four-wheeler and use it as a sled. And for some reason, just like the zip line, somebody bet me I wouldn't ride it in my underwear. And I actually had underwear on. It was cold enough this time. And I didn't realize that it was, you know how, what was that movie when the kid got his tongue stuck to the
Christmas Story.
Christmas Story.
I don't think I want to hear the rest
I get
of
on this thing, and they're pulling me around with a four-wheeler, and it's, I don't know, 15 degrees outside.
What did a tongue get stuck to? I'm missing something.
My ass cheeks got stuck to the seat of the boat. And they're dragging me around on this thing, and I finally go to get off of it. I'm like, shit.
Jeff, does like clothing hold back your courage? I mean, or like intelligence? What is it doing for you?
I don't know, but nowadays I wouldn't even try to. This is the first time PJ's ever on any episode with me, and now she's gonna wonder if she ever wants to come on the show.
Jeff, you could have saved that, and you said it's strictly for aerodynamic purposes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But somebody
who
thought it'd
who
be
had to pour
funny.
the water on your butt to get you unstuck?
Probably had to pee on it.
Somebody thought it'd be hilarious to get me a mankini for this endeavor. I don't know who planned this, but
Oh, you know. Tell us who did it.
somebody already had it planned, and damn.
If I had to guess, it was whoever talked you into ziplining.
Look, Jeff,
Jeff.
look, I'm a little worried about one of your buddies or more.
Me too. Yeah. Look, let me give you some
I'm
advice,
worried
Jeff.
about the ones that saved all the photographic evidence. Those are
Jeff.
the ones I'm worried about.
Hey, Yarrington, you the young guy here. Let's give you some advice. You ever watch Joe Dirt? You need to spray Pam on or where you're sitting so your butt cheeks don't stick to the porch.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's but now, dude, I ain't kidding. I've got some serious questions about some of the guys you hung out with.
Yeah. I was
There's
getting
only a
scared if your
couple of
tongue
them
was
that
stuck
were
to something I didn't know.
questionable. That's the ones that saved all the evidence.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that goes back to. I don't think I'd want to go camping with that bunch, Jeff.
Well, let's just say those weren't they weren't the ones I went camping with.
You'll wake up and your top lip smell like ether and your butt be sore.
The guys that I go camping with were there, but they weren't. It wasn't their idea to do any of that. So
Can't freaking breathe.
Man down.
just an FYI, if anybody's serious about Bigfoot, do not listen to this portion of
Oh shit.
what we do.
Oh,
the way you know if the ether worked would be if you had a big knot on top of your head.
See now she's turned her camera off. She's laughing too.
No, y'all don't understand. When we was at the hotel before Verby gave me honey buns.
Was PJ there too?
No. Just let her get a breath
They
and
were
listen.
giving me crap and asking me about why the bottom of my butt cheeks were sore.
Hey, I
And
didn't
look, I'm
have any
picturing-
hair
I'm picturing
left
in
in
my
my ass
head,
when I
like-
got off of that thing.
Will Ferrell in every movie he's in gets down to his underwear, his tidy whitey.
Yes.
And I'm thinking like Jeffrey, like help me Oprah Winfrey, help me
I
Tom
was,
Cruise.
I was basically the Will Ferrell of the group. I might have been the Will Ferrell of the county back in those days. And I didn't have any hair left on my ass when I got off of that seat.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know who your friends are, but you need to get somebody else.
I don't know who they are either, but will you please ask them if I can hang out with them?
The problem is most of them are married now. They don't do the kind of shit that we used to do. But some of them might still do it. I'll tell you what, if I told them I was going to do it, they'd come out of retirement for at least one night just to.
One night only.
That. I got to ask old Joey if the quarry's still got a zip line over there. I haven't been there in a while.
Oh my gosh.
The last time funny story, he was here the other day.
Look at Kenny. Jeff, do you keep your udder cream handy?
No. Can't go camping without some of that petroleum jelly. It's about to start a fire.
We do have udder cream in the barn for emergencies.
Oh.
No, we gotta go.
I'm sorry, PJ. I'm sorry you got roped into this.
Catherine has jury duty.
All right, y'all. Let's get out of here and let these folks laugh and giggle. Big love, everybody.
Big love.
Oh my God. Ooh, I'm gonna go get some air somewhere.
Oh, gosh.
I might need another drink after this.
You need
There
to
you
shave your
go.
butt. Is what you need to do.
Hey, thank you guys. Seriously, this was fun. After the last week or two, I think a lot of us has had. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
a
been
lot of
bad
us needed. A lot of us needed tonight.
Yes.
it's been bad. It's been trying, that's for sure. So
Man,
this is
I
definitely
knew
needed.
something was going up when I dropped my Jesus at the beginning.
Yeah. You better dig and find that thing.
I'm gonna get him.
You dropped Jesus.
Yeah, my little pocket
That's
Jesus. I
funny.
got it.
That's when the show went off the rails.
You better fill all your pockets, Roger. You gonna need them after tonight.
Jesus got lost the first 2 minutes of the show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I usually keep him in my shot glass.
Yeah.
He's hiding under the table, going, "Lord, please let it be over."
He's been looking
Yeah.
at me the whole time, like
But look,
he's got this look on his face.
all,
He's got him over here on his shoulder. What do I do now, pocket Jesus?
What do I do now, Dad?
Kind of like a cat was looking at me this morning.
I'd still like to know where that cat. What happened to that cat?
I don't know. He walked off after I made the post. He walked off like I don't know if it was a snake or a bird got him or what, but something did.
Well, maybe there were two of them fighting in the tree or something.
I never saw another cat. I don't know.
yeah. Well, y'all, all 43 of you, thank y'all for hanging in here with us.
And to anybody that's going to watch this later, I apologize.
And the two of you that's going to report us,
If y'all gonna report us, that's why y'all don't have no friends.
That'll be Pat Turner's fault.
I got a
Tell
friend.
Roger, snitches get stitches.
Oh, I love you guys. Yeah. And PJ, I'm sorry this is the first time you had to meet me like this.
Oh man.
Hey,
I
bye,
have a
y'all.
blast.
We'll have to give PJ an old line one.
The saxophone weeps a lonely blues down on a street with nothing to lose. Saw a flash of fangs in the alley's grime. Someone's running out of precious time. There's a heavy breeze beneath your bed, filled with all the things your mama dreads. The city sleeps, but the fear is deep, and we're the only promise they can keep. Hear the call.